Good morning, YouTube. How are you doing? Um, Hold on 1 second right here. I'm about to see. Yes, 30 minutes. Okay. So let me do this. Let me turn this off. I'm getting myself together. This is not normal for me to have to come in here and be trying to get myself together while I'm live. So it's so good to see you all this morning. Let me open this up and let me press. Okay, so I don't want to do that. I don't want to have that complete. Okay, there's that. All right. All righty. Hello. Happy Sunday. I'm the Moon Mama. And I'm still feeling the eclipse energy. Let me say that. I'm still in the experience of feeling a little bit. How y'all doing? Hey, everybody. How are you guys? I 12 hours last night. My relationship to sleep is so fascinating because I love it. Like I love to sleep, and I don't really do it that well anymore. Hey, Duwop 1234. And before my son was born, and anybody who's a mother probably can relate to this. Before my child was born, I could sleep standing up. I could sleep sitting on the toilet stool. I could sleep anywhere. Like even today, like as soon as I get on the airplane, as soon as I sit down and get comfortable, I go to sleep. I just take myself to sleep. When my mother died, when my mother died, I literally just slept for days. Like it's just something in me that's like when stuff gets really, really, really intense, I'm like, go to sleep. It is the most fascinating thing. But when my son was born, it stopped. It went away. All of a sudden, I didn't have that escape anymore or that opportunity to go into another dimension and sleep and tuck myself away because I knew that there was someone in this reality that was going to need my fucking attention and going to need me to cook for him and need me to direct him and clean his butt and all that kind of stuff. So my relationship with sleep changed. Um, and for years I didn't sleep. Like I didn't sleep well. When I was an early mother, I just couldn't ever really sleep well. And then I had this experience. I found this lump on my breast. I found a cyst on my breast, and the doctors were like, you have to get it taken out. You have to get it taken out. You have to get it taken out. Hey Judah, how are you doing? Um, you have to get it taken out. You have to get it taken out. So I took 2 years before I decided to go to the doctor and decided to allow them to look at it to see what it really was. And it was nothing. I knew it was nothing. But I let them take it out, and they were giving me like volumes and stuff like that to relax me to have surgery. And one of my girlfriends was like, here, smoke marijuana. That will help you relax. And I smoked some marijuana, and I hadn't really smoked marijuana really since college, but I smoked some marijuana and slept for hours. And I was like, oh my God, I found. And so I started sleeping again. But last night I had clients, and my clients are really, people are going through stuff, right? Give thanks for marijuana. That is right. It helped me sleep, and Lord have mercy. So last night I got in bed at 6 p.m. on a Saturday night. I had clients yesterday, and there's a lot of people going through a lot of stuff. The eclipse energy is intense. I got in bed, and at 5 o'clock, I was like, I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I heard myself say that, and I was like, are you going to go to bed at 5 o'clock? And I was like, well, so I held on until 6. And I climbed in bed at 6 p.m. and slept for 12 hours. Oh my God, right? And so I look great. I look great because I'm rested. I have really, really rested. And um, this eclipse energy is so intense. And let me just say, we're going into some really rigorous astrological um, mm, temperatures, frequencies. That's what I want to say. The theme has been for the past 2 weeks. Yeah, so we're about to run into some really heavy astrological weather. Unpleasant to say the least, right? Let's just say it that way. Because Scorpio, the south node is going into Scorpio. So here's what I want to say. Let me say I'm a grown ass woman. So because the south node is going into Scorpio for 18 months, just spend a lot of time fucking. Just when you don't feel good, fuck. When you feel good, fuck. It's Scorpio, for God's sakes. You guys really and be intentional in your sex magic and transmuting the energies and being honest and really really give yourself permission to go into the depths of your shadow and face it, because you're not going to have a choice anyway. There's no choice with the South Node in Scorpio. You can't get around it. Like, you're going to have to face your shadow. Everybody is going to be looking at their shadows, and I'm so happy. Except I have Neptune in Scorpio, so I've looked at my shadow, and I'm still looking at my shadow. I don't want to act like I'm not, but I've done a lot of work. So it's almost like cleaning out a house that is filled with a lot of old stuff. So I've done a lot of that. We're always doing it because just the other day I looked in my closet and I have new things and I have things that I don't wear anymore. So you have to clean that old stuff out, because this earth plane requires that we are in a constant moving, shifting of energy. So we're always working with our shadows, and the shadow is where our power comes from. But the opportunity with the South Node and Scorpio is really, yesterday I was like, we could just have orgies. We can just come together and make love and just heal, right? And so even if we didn't actually do the physical, like even if we just came together and had love fest, right? Where we hug each other and laugh and sing and talk and really give ourselves the opportunity to shift this shadow energy, by really doing things that are intentional with the shadow, like really being intentional with the shadow. It might be a lot for us to come together and have love orgies, but there are people who do that. I know there is what's her name? I cannot think of her name. Green. Her last name is Green, and she has these love orgies, right? And I can't think of her first name. Maybe somebody knows her here. But the point of the matter is that we need to do things that really allow us to go deeply into the shadow, to the secrets, the pain, the suffering. All of that stuff needs to be touched during these next 18 months that are coming up when that South Node goes into Scorpio, which isn't until January. So we have about a month, but we could start getting prepared. Why not? Okay, so that's not what I'm here to talk about today. I'm not here to talk about orgies. And let me say that I've never been to an orgy. I would like to go to one. I'd like to just be in the audience of one. But my point is, I'm being silly, and sexual energy is highly transmutive and highly healing. And while we're moving through the South Node in Scorpio, it will matter for us to do something. More energy orgies necessary. Okay, yes. It will matter for us to take actions that allow us to come into the depths, to our shadow stuff, to heal that energy. And one of the best ways to do it, the easiest ways to do it, is to with pleasure. So one of the things that I've been doing lately is, because I'm very sensitive. I have Neptune in Scorpio, which rules our sexuality, and it's in a trine with my ascendant. And so I'm really sensitive. Like, like I can feel everything. Like my body is very sensitive, and I can feel energy, and like I can feel temp. I'm just always been very sensitive. And one of the things that I have, gosh, I had a point in this. I had a point in sharing this. It's really about learning how to alchemize learning how to alchemize. Oh, yes. Okay. So I'm really sensitive. So I have an aversion to pain. Some people, and I used to have a really high tolerance for pain. And I do when I can get past the point of the initial blow of the pain, right? So like I gave birth without drugs. I can do those kind of things, but I'm also really sensitive. And so lately I've been doing this plant medicine that hurts really bad. It's horrible. So that I can be so that I can open up, because pain is a part of our growth process. Pain does serve a purpose. And I'm so pain averse that I have to put myself in situations that allow me to experience pain and then process it, so I can process it, and then my nervous system realigns itself. And so this is the Scorpio stuff. This is really scorpionic stuff. In order for us to access pleasure, profound levels of pleasure, sometimes we have to break through our aversion to pain, because pleasure and pain ride on the same spectrum. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right. This is what grown folks talk about, right? This is grown folks. And who's grown in here? Who's grown? Y'all are grown? Maybe y'all are not grown. Okay. So pain and pleasure ride on the same. Exactly. Pain and pleasure ride on the same frequency. And sometimes I know countless women who can't have orgasm. Why? Because they're holding too tightly. They won't relax. So they're literally holding. And if they could experience pain, then that pain will open them up to the depths of pleasure. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Okay. All right. So I'm not going to push it too much today. Okay. So we are in today's a Sunday, and the sun is in Sagittarius, and the sun is at the 13th degree. Yes. Thank you. The sun is at the 13th degree of Sagittarius, and the 13th degree is intelligence. And Sagittarius is faith and freedom, enthusiasm, adventure, and, adventure, and it's really this ability to live your truth, and your truth is significant to you. And your truth, how do you access your truth? You access your truth through your practice to your God, your divinity within you, right? Sulfur and Salt said exactly what I need to hear. A deep reminder. Yes, pain and pleasure ride the same frequency. Okay, so faith, truth, and living your truth. And the only way to live your truth is to access your connection to the God in you. And that means that we have to get off of our addiction. Yes, Devin gets it too. That means that we have to get off of our addiction to a deity that is outside of us. We have been controlled and conditioned by these stories that have us believing that hell is outside of you. If you do something, you're going to go to hell, or this is going to, there is a God out there that's out to get you and going to punish you. All of that stuff is bullshit. I mean, really, all of those are white man fucking fantasies and games. Like, these motherfuckers have taken Christianity and Islam and all of these religions that are all man toys. These are fucking white men spiritual games, and they are not true. It is not true that God is going to punish you. Hell is a consciousness. It is not even an external thing. You cannot, the only thing externally is space. That's it. Space, 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 and more space. Anything that comes out of our consciousness that's taking up space is because we made it, right? So if you believe in hell, you create the hell out of your own consciousness. There is no hell. Colonizing bullshit. These motherfuckers, whoo, Lord have mercy. And now They are doing this Roe versus Wade thing, and now women are feeling like they don't have access to an abortion. It is so important for us to begin to understand our relationship to our bodies, to this cosmology. If you are pregnant, you can just envision. You can't be too far along pregnant, okay? But if you are early in your pregnancy, you just envision yourself bleeding and you talk to your body and you say, "Thank you so much. I know you are creative and I know you are willing to create what I put in you. And I'm asking you, I'm telling you, I'm not ready right now. So I'm going to ask my womb to release what is within it. I'm going to ask you to release it." And you hold and you believe, right? And you believe, and your body will release it. Fuck them. You don't need permission from anyone to do what you will do with your body. You will your body. You will your body. This is the true power of the Virgin Mary. Yes, that is right. It is the true power of the Virgin Mary. That is right. And the Virgo energy is the virgin energy. That's why it's important as women. We're so quick to want to give all our energy and power away to the external. A man is an external thing. Your power is inside of you. And when you want to own your power, you can literally direct the consciousness of this body because you become God, and fuck what they legislate or fuck what they say is legal or illegal. Fuck them. Fuck them. Let them burn right where they are. Let them explode. Let their intestines turn upon them and wrench them in their guts so they cannot walk. Let them suffocate on their own breath. Let them burn. Let them burn. Let them burn. These justices have no power over us or within us. We are free. We are sovereign beings. We are the living embodiment of the God Goddess principle as man and woman, and we are free to do with as we choose with our bodies, minds, hearts, and spirits. We create with our consciousness and our spoken word. There is nothing that can come nigh our dwelling place except that we say yes to it. And it is important that we understand this. So, with the sun in Sagittarius at the 13th degree, it is important to know that the intelligence, the divine intelligence, right? It is everywhere and in all things. You cannot be separate from it ever. You are never separate from your divinity. I don't care where you are. I don't care how you feel. I don't care what's going on. You are never separate from your divinity. So with the sun in Sagittarius, and we just had this eclipse, it really is just embodying the truth. And there really is just one truth. We all have many truths. We live because we are on our own spectrum where we are, but then there is an absolute truth. And the absolute truth. And whenever I'm really feeling lost and I can't, find my own truth, I know the absolute truth is always there. And what is that? That God is everything and everywhere. I can never be separate from it. It is always for me. All things work together for my good. I am one with the creator of all things. That is the truth, no matter what's going on in my reality, no matter what is going on. And so you want to spend today activating, cultivating, nurturing, cultivating truth. The moon is in Capricorn. And like I said, we're about to run into some really fucked up astrological weather for the next while. And Capricorn, and the moon in Capricorn is really about the structures are coming undone, the old ways of being. And so what you want to really do is put your attention on that which is eternal, because the Capricorn systems are crumbling. So you want to put your attention on that which is eternal. The sun, the moon, the planets, those things have been doing what they're doing for billions of years. You don't have to doubt them. You don't have to wonder. They've always been doing it. You've done this many lifetimes. This is not your first go round here. You don't remember. That's okay. And maybe some of you do remember. We might not remember though. But if you don't remember, the memory is in the water, it's in the earth. So you go, and all you need is this moment. You don't need to know what's happening 2 weeks from now. All you need is the moment of truth, just a moment of truth. I am aligned in the power. The sun is above me, the earth is beneath me, the planets are moving through me. I am one with all things, and that is it. So, as the reality, as everything comes undone, as the things that we have been rooted in and the things that we have known fall away, as they fall away, you want to anchor yourself in that which is eternal. And then when a new reality begins to emerge for you and through you, you'll know. But now you want to anchor yourself in that which is eternal, and that is all. All right, y'all. Um, okay, the Venus retrograde class. If you guys want to do it, it's here. What else do I have going on? Hmm. Nothing. You guys can book readings. Oh, new moons. That's right. New moon, full moon reading. You guys can book new moon, full moon readings, coaching, private coaching, all of that. That is it. Okay. I don't have much else today. I love you so very much. Have a really beautiful day. I'm about to go to the farmer's market. Let me say this. I have been making this ginger tea. Like I grate the ginger on a grater and then put it in hot water and put it in this beautiful honey that I get from the farmer's market, this lavender honey. You know, when you drink the local honey from your local area, it will heal your sinuses. So if you're somebody who has sinus attacks and things like that, the local honey from the local bees will heal your allergies, is what I'm saying. So local honey, lemon, and ginger. Oh my God. It is so good. It's like it got that little tang in it. That's like, mm. All right. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. I love you so very much. I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. Yes, bee pollen. Absolutely. Okay. Peace and blessings. Bye bye.